a very long-awaited part 2 with a very popular stand-up comedian and black belt martial artist. Mr. V is here with us tonight live on Wrestling with Comedy. Doug, his name is Doug, but he goes by Mr. V with his black belt martial arts school, and he's a sensei. He's a martial arts instructor, and he's also a black belt martial artist, like we had mentioned. Doug goes back with us to episode number 10. This is episode 33. He's back, folks, people. This is episode 33. I am happy to have him back for part 2, Mr. V. He's a stand-up comedian. He's a martial arts instructor sensei. He enjoys making people laugh, feel valued, and he likes to help others. He's been a bouncer in nightclubs throughout the New England area. He was also a police officer for 2 days. He's worked with Keeping It Real Comedy on numerous occasions, including July 11 as a regular comedian at Rainham, Massachusetts at the Old Seafood and Cones Restaurant Outdoor Show. He came back July 25th as a feature comedian for Keeping It Real Comedy on July the 25th, like we had mentioned. October 23rd, he was a feature comedian in Cranston, Rhode Island, and he was actually the werewolf on a Halloween-themed show. Killed it. What a guy, what a person. Happy to have him here. Happy to call him a friend of mine. And before we introduce him live to everyone here tonight and welcome him to the show, a shout-out from Wrestling with Comedy, a shout-out to contributors Peter B., Loki, and Mr. V. Thank you for your contributions to the podcast. I sincerely appreciate all you've done. That's Peter B., Loki, and our guest tonight, Mr. V. Mr. V, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Good to be here. I always like to be a part of making other people laugh and happy and, have them enjoy life, because life is very, very, very hard. There's a lot of negativity. So if I can make people laugh, that's great. That's what I try to do, even in my normal day job. That's what I try to do.
That's right, and I know that for a fact. That's the fact, Jack. Mr. V speaking the truth. He does love to see people laugh on a regular basis. He's naturally a funny individual, and his material is absolutely hilarious. Mr. V, you've done so much. You were born in Dayton, Massachusetts. You came in. You're a black belt martial artist. Not easy to do. I'd like to start up with, because you're an inspiration to many, even though you may or may not know that. But I'd like to ask you, as the gentleman that you are, and being a martial artist, would you please give us the information and how would you inspire, and what advice would you give to anyone who wants to become a martial artist first? And then the second part of the question, Mr. V, would be, what would you do to give suggestions to someone that always wanted to be a stand-up comedian?
All right. Well, for martial arts, it's got to be a place where you can go that you can get at, that's relatively close, easy to get at, because if it's too far away, wintertime comes, other things get in the way, you're not going to make it. And you got to be committed. Okay. So my suggestion is find a place close to your home. Okay, find a style that you like, and of course you're going to have to like the instructor as well. But what I did was I offered everybody at my school uniforms and equipment at cost, so that helped out, and I gave discounts on tuition. So if you came once a week or 3 times a week, you paid 1/3 the price if you only came once a week. So it made it very financially affordable for a lot of families. Plus, I gave free tuition out to a lot of people, that needed it. So my suggestion is find some places close that you can get at on a regular basis, and don't give up, okay? Because there's no failures, only lessons. Things in life only make you stronger. There's no failures, okay? So that's one thing I would also teach my students as well. Now, if somebody wants to get into stand-up comedy, what I did was, when I was running my martial arts school, I retired way back in 2013, and people said to me, hey, Mr. V, you're pretty funny. You should go do stand-up comedy. And I'm like, I don't know. So then one of my buddies says, oh, yeah? Actually, it was my brother-in-law. He says, you know what? You're not going to do it because you're a big fat chicken. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm doing it.
That's
so
right.
So I went to the Comedy Connection, East Providence. right? It was open mic night. I went, and 45 people from my job went to see me fail.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right?
That's a lot of people.
That was a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, man.
So I went, and I did a really good job. So they asked me to come back. So I did that for a few years there. So I suggest if you want to get into comedy, do open mic nights. Do open mic nights, right? Look at other people, and you know what? When you go on stage and you do whatever, do it just like you with your friends, right? Don't worry about anything. Do it so that you're happy. Be yourself. Do your own brand of comedy. There's tons of ways of doing comedy out there. Do what you want, what makes you happy. And you know what? Everything will fall in place. And what I would teach my students as well, I would say, okay, let the cards fall where they may, okay? And then just deal with it afterwards. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just do it. You know, like this, the Nike thing. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Have fun. That's what I say. Go to some few open mic nights, and then you can go from there.
Those are great words. This is Mr. V here tonight, black belt martial artist. He owned his own training facility dojo, martial arts instructor sensei. He's a stand-up comedian right now. He's also a family man. He just became a grandpa. He was a police officer for 2 days. He worked for Johnson & Johnson at quality control inspector at one time. He's done a lot. He bounced at the nightclubs like we mentioned. And just the journey you've had has been incredible. And that's why people should really listen up to somebody like you, that, you know, you keep it real. You got HD Loki saying, hello, Mr. V is back here. He's saying on the chat. Yeah.
Hi, brother.
He's saying hello, brother, to you. You know, and just so everyone knows, we do have something that ended up occurring right before the show started. I'd like to let everybody know it's something that's really actually hilarious. You know, I'm going to bring it in at the end of the show and let the audio be heard. Mr. V will hear it for the first time. Everybody will hear it the first time. Just real quick, being a stand-up comedian almost 4 years, I have really been out of the dating scene. It's been tough to date for traveling reasons and everything else. And a lot of women, when they find out what I do and they hear my material, they want nothing to do with me. But that's just a fact. Jack Doug's already laughing. Mr. V's laughing. But I did get a message. I'm on one of the dating apps, and it's absolutely hilarious. I want to share it here on this program, this episode with Mr. V, because he's just a funny guy. Just a funny, real quick, if you don't mind me finishing. It's a funny, real quick, like 10-second audio message from this woman on a dating app. I can't understand what she's saying, but I'm going to share it with the audience for the first time here. Don't go nowhere. We're going to bring that audio up towards the end of tonight's show here with Mr. V. Mr. V is here tonight, stand-up comedian, black belt martial artist. Mr. V, let me ask you this. Let's talk about it. You worked with Keeping It Real Comedy numerous times. July 11, July 25, October 23. You're featured. You write material out of nowhere. I mean, the material you write is just absolutely incredible. Here is a poster right here, folks. Mr. V was part of the big show in October of last year, October 2023. He was the werewolf, and he played the part to the T. Absolutely hilarious. Doug, let me ask you right now. I personally want to know the answer to this, and the audience, and the numbers are going up here, by the way. Mr. V, how was it playing the werewolf? Was it difficult to work with the mask on stage? And how long did it take you to prepare such a great set like that night?
Well, what I've always done is you can give me any subject and I just write jokes about that one subject. I just keep going and going and going and going. And out of a mask, it wasn't that bad. I could see it wasn't like stuffy or hot in there, you know, so the mask wasn't really in the way, to be honest with you, you know. And I enjoyed it because my favorite thing in, you know, the horror type movies is a werewolf, because when I was an 8-year-old boy, I found a movie projector in some film on my grandfather's basement, and it was Abbott and Costello Meet the Werewolf.
Whoa.
So the first time I saw, what's his name, James Talbot in the movie change into a werewolf, that's it. I was hooked. That was my favorite creature, and it still is to this day. Well, I love werewolf movies.
That is so great, and that's something I didn't know. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. V. Mr. V's here tonight. He's all wound up. Part 2, long awaited. We said we'd bring him back. We brought him back. That's right. Look at that. He's doing the Robotized, the old dance from back in the day.
I'm wound up.
He's wound up. He's a robot, but he's really a real person. Doug, let me ask you, well, Mr. V, same person, Mr. V, let me ask you, being a police officer for 2 days, during those 2 days as a police officer, did you arrest anyone or did you have any altercations during those 2 days on the force?
No, I did not. But the reason why they hired me back in the day was I was young. I was benching like 475. I always placed in martial arts tournaments. Whenever I did one, went to one, always placed in one of the bench pressing tournaments. I was weighing 198, benching 475. They wanted me on the police force, right? I went on. I was excited. I got sworn in. Went to town hall after the chief hired me, and there's no civil service exam at Dayton back then. There was none. The chief says, okay, you're hired. I went right down to town hall. Frank Rogers swore me in, gave me my little pass card to go to the freaking in Foxborough. Jesus, what the hell is they call it nowadays? The academy.
The police academy?
Right? I was supposed to go there, right?
Yeah.
But the police academy didn't even start yet. Right.
Okay, but what happened during the 2 days on the force?
The 2 days, my wife was pecking in my ear that I can't do it. I'm going to worry about you. I'm not going to be able to sleep at night. I'm not going to. So that was in my ear all the time, right? So I had to go back to Carl Spratt, and I said, Carl, I can't. It's causing a problem at home. She can't. She's not going to be able to sleep. It's blah blah blah. So he says, you know what? You're the quickest one I ever hired, and you're the quickest one that's quit. He says, Carl, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Maybe later I can come back. We'll see what happens, if she finally, gives into the idea. But you know what? I could have been retired already, 80% pay.
Yeah, but you can't look back though, Mr. V. But you can't. So during the 2 days that you were on the police force, there was no action as far as like arrest or anything like that. So there
was no action anywhere, if you know what I mean.
Oh shit! So basically your wife shut you off. You were sleeping on the couch. You're in the doghouse, so to speak, because your wife didn't approve you being a police officer.
Oh, she wasn't happy.
But you know what, Doug? You're the most non-bully type person. You've been blessed to have all this different martial arts, and getting into the black belt wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight.
No, years.
Years and years. Mr. V, question for you. In stand-up comedy, I'd like you to give me one of your best memories on stage, one of your funnest times on stage, and share a funny road story with us. I know you have it for us, brother.
Well,
give it to us, brother.
The funniest moment is rated R material at the Comedy Connection, right? One of my favorite things, I did a one-man show called The Wizard of Odd, right? I dressed up and I played the part of Dorothy, okay?
Dorothy?
Yeah, and my dog's name was Dildodo.
Oh, shit.
And I did ventriloquism, and I had the ventriloquism that I did. I had my own puppet that I use all the time. It was Luigi, the bisexual Italian. He played the Cowardly Lion in the show that I was doing.
What an imagination. I don't even want to ask.
It's crazy. It's crazy, And matter of fact, the witch in this play was Marge Simpson. Right, so the voice of Marge Simpson, I did the witch. Right, people love the Marge Simpson voice. I'll do a little bit right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Here we go. Let me introduce you. Let me introduce you first. Live on Wrestle with Comedy, episode 33. Mr. V doing the impersonation of Marge Simpson from The Simpsons. Go
ahead. There you go. There it is. Hopefully it came over good on the speakers.
Okay, well, we got some of it. Some of it might have been, basically banned and suspended, by YouTube because who knows?
Who knows?
Mr. V's here tonight. He's got people laughing. We got people saying, Mr. V's a funny guy. You got here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the shout out. These people love you here tonight on Wrestle with Comedy.
People would say, speaking of a funny guy. You know what? I'm also a fun guy because I'm a 10-inch mushroom, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, there you go. Too much information. Too much information right here on Wrestle with Comedy. But the other part of the question was a funny road trip. Did you have any road trips going to a stand-up comedy show or coming back that you can remember, a favorite moment or a funny moment that you want to share with the audience tonight?
Well, pretty much I've always driven alone, right, and come back. But what I really like, though, is when I'm there at the event, I'm definitely a people person. In fact, where I'm working now part-time, I got an award today for always being positive and making people feel positive and valued where I work. I just got that award today, and I'm happy that I can do that. And even when I was the bouncer, my friend says, Doug, you're too nice. There's no way you're going to be a bouncer. But I always told jokes, made people feel at ease, and I never had any problems. So I love being around people. So I'd say that's my favoriteest thing to do is meeting new people when I go out. Well, that's what I like to do.
Well, there you go, Mr. V, making up words live here. Favoritism. I don't know what that word is you use. That's great. Hilarious.
I don't even know what I said.
I don't know, but you know what? Mr. V is just a real sincere person. He's a real good guy. I'm happy to have him here. I am your host, the Real Deal Joel Davis, comedian Real Deal Joel Davis, former pro wrestler, MMA fighter, motivational speaker. Now I'm currently a stand-up comedian, promoter, and podcaster. We have Mr. V here, episode 33, live on Wrestling with Comedy. Happy to have him here. What a gentleman and a pro from the word go. Mr. V, what is your way of dealing with hecklers when you're on stage if they're yelling vulgarities at you?
Well, here's what happened. I actually did a show in Cranston.
Was it Keeping It Real Comedy?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, shit.
I did a show. It was actually with another group. Okay, and they did a benefit, like I said, for cancer. And there was a guy in the front row, overweight guy. All the comedians were picking on him. And he was
he overweight or was he obese? Was he very big? I mean, be honest.
In between. He was in between.
Okay.
And so they were picking on him, and the guy was pissed off. He's heckling them back. And then I get up there. It's my turn. I was one of the last comics to go. And he says, oh, what are you going to heckle me too? Right? And so I got to deal with that because of what the other comedians did. So what I did was to turn it around. And this is how I deal with people even when I was a bouncer type guy, right? And I'd say, hey, brother, you know why they're picking on you? I go, because they're jealous. You and me are the two handsomest guys in this place, so they can't handle it.
Wow.
So he loved that, right?
Wow.
I said, listen. I said, you know something? You and me are a lot alike. You know that?
Wow, that's great.
So,
That's great. That's a great way of doing it. So you basically took the heat off him. He was being heckled. He's a very heavy-set guy, borderline obese. Obese. He's at a cancer benefit. He's sitting in the front row. The comedians are beating him up. They're basically tearing him apart. And you come up and you're not gonna do what the other comedians did. You made him feel good.
No,
hey, there's nothing wrong with
that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you do what you do. It's Mr. V here tonight, stand-up comedian, black belt martial artist on episode 33.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just want to say real quick. I don't want anyone to go anywhere. The numbers are coming up. Remember, we're going to share that audio. Mr. V will hear it the first time.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear Mr. V's intake on this. If he can make out what this woman is saying to me. This came in about 1 hour ago. I'm on a dating app. She sent me an audio message. And listen in, see if you can figure out what she's saying. It's absolutely crazy. I can't. That's why I don't do this shit. That's why I'm not on the dating apps.
I'm kind of confused. I didn't hear you. Did you tell me you wanted me to make out? Is this kind of like a dating service now? What are we doing? Well, maybe I didn't hear you right.
Well, maybe that message was for you. Was for you. I'll send it over to you. I don't think your wife would appreciate it. It's Mr. V here tonight. Hey, thank you for joining us.
You don't tell me what to do.
No,
I'm my own boss.
Well,
you know that.
Well, there you go.
Plus, you can't hear me.
I mean, listen, this guy right here worked for Johnson & Johnson, quality control inspector.
Yeah. You know something?
I mean, you've done a lot. I brought that up.
Real quick, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I came home from a karate tournament. I'm all excited, right? Brought my trophy home. I'm sitting down on the couch with my wife. It's not even been a minute, right? And I say to my wife, honey, I've been home a minute. You haven't even held my hand yet. She goes, if your friends knew what kind of a big whipped sissy boy you are, they wouldn't talk to you no more. But you know what? That's why my marriage has lasted so long. You know what I mean? You make the other person feel valued. That's the secret to friendships, relationships, everything. We all should go out to make people feel valued. That's what I like to do with my comedy as well. So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, that's a good story, Doug. Doug, you've been married. Yeah. You've been married since right out of high school. You've been married to the same woman.
Yeah.
You got a great family. I've met your wife several times. Very pleasant lady. A nice family. You have children. You have a grandson now that's approximately almost 6 months old now.
I love his name too. My grandkid's name is Hunter.
Your grandson's name is Hunter. So you've done a lot. You've done a lot, and you're also a family man all at the same time. And it's not easy. It's not easy to do what you do. That's why we're glad to have you here for part 2 on Wrestling with Comedy. When you were growing up, Doug, did you have Mr. V? Doug, his first name's Doug, Mr. V, but we call him Doug and Mr. V.
Yeah, call me whatever. It doesn't matter.
Just don't call him late for supper. He gets angry.
Yeah, don't do that. I'll be pissed.
He'll be pissed off. We got someone here yelling the real deal. Thank you, brother. Ryan Guitar, I love you, man. And we're coming down, folks. Unfortunately, we got the old timer over here, the studio people. YouTube's telling us we got about almost 10 minutes, about 9 minutes left. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to share that audio from the Facebook match. It was a match dating app. I got on a dating app and made a mistake. It's like you never learn your lesson. We're going to get Doug's opinion on the audio. We're going to pull that up now. So listen in to this audio that just came in. And Doug, what I'd like you to do is, since you've been married so many years and you give good advice, I'm sure, give me some advice on being a stand-up comedian for 4 years. And it's difficult to date and find a relationship because of what I do. And some women really don't get it because of my persona on stage. But I try to date an app, and here we go. I get this frickin' message from this woman. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm going to share it on Wrestle with Comedy.
Let's do it. Baby.
Let's pull it up, and we're gonna get the actual. I'd like to get your opinion on this, if you don't mind.
Got it. No.
So what?
I love helping people. That's what I do.
So what we're doing, folks, if you're just joining us or you didn't hear, we're going to be listening to an actual real time message from a woman who messaged me directly, Joel Davis directly, through a dating app, and it wasn't a message, it was actually a audio message she sent. I can't really make out what she's saying. I don't think I want to know what she's saying. And when she says what she says, I was just like, what the hell did she say? And what is this? What's this all about? And here we go. We're going to listen to the audio right now. And Doug is, Mr. V is, Doug, also known as Mr. V, is going to give us this. Here we go, brother.
Hello, this is Yo. I'm therapy massage at Stoneham, Massachusetts.
Okay, Doug, this is a message I got. I'm on a dating app, and this message got sent to me by a woman that I was matched with, and here it is one more time. She sent this message to me.
Hello, this is Yo. I'm therapy massage at Stoneham, Massachusetts.
Okay, absolutely have no idea. Mr. V?
Yeah. Well, she says she's from therapy massage in Stoneham, Massachusetts. So she's getting clients, I guess. I don't know. That sounds like more of an ad than a dating type, introduction. I don't know.
Absolutely incredible. Only can happen to me.
Check it out.
Real deal, JoeDavis. No, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot
think
pole.
You were being spammed or what?
I don't know what it is, but I said, well, I got a match, and then I got a message. I was like, maybe there's something here. Maybe there'll be some chemistry. And then I hear some Oriental woman saying something like you had said about a massage. I'm like, shit. I mean, it's crazy out there. This is Wrestling with Comedy. You only hear and see.
You know what?
This type of material right here on this show here.
Maybe if it's a scam type thing, you could end up with an unhappy ending.
Well, I'm already unhappy. Well, but I'm happy to have you on the show. I'm happy to have the guest.
Like dating wise, right? Here's the thing. The sense of humor, it goes a long way. You ask any woman out there on the planet, they want somebody with a sense of humor.
Yeah, well, I don't have a sense of humor when I hear a message like that. It seems like she's trying to get me to be a client, brother. You heard that?
Exactly right.
Unreal.
Don't do it.
And I can't believe you understood it. Well, you are a black belt martial artist, so you understand Chinese and Japanese.
I understand that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, we're going to get to dealing the names. We're coming down to about 6 minutes. We got dealing the names. Go ahead, brother.
I actually trained with ninjas, actually. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I did.
Well,
ninjas out of Puerto Rico. Trained with them for, a few times. Some other local people that have their high rank in that.
Brother.
And I found a lot of it is kind of close to like stand-up jiu-jitsu stuff, close in fighting, So it's a nice little transition there. And also one thing I want to add it too, I actually held a IBBF world record in board breaking, which kneeling down, so not standing up using all your body weight, no spaces, 5 boards, open hand break, easy. I love doing that because that's like you can really test your strength, and I did it with my students as well, and they all loved it. But I just want to throw that out there. That's something other school owners can do. We have the rebreakable boards, but it's something nice that people enjoy doing.
Yeah. And you know what? That takes a lot of skill. Congratulations, Mr. V, for that accomplishment. I mean that sincerely. Mr. V's here, part 2. It's part 2. We know we keep it real here. Part 2, episode 33. Mr. V is here, stand-up comedian, black belt martial artist, police officer for 2 days. He was a former bouncer. He's done so much in life. We're going to have to shoot these quick, brother. We're coming down to 4 minutes. One word, please, on these names. Dealing the names. The number 1 name on your list, Charlie Chaplin. One word.
One word?
One statement. Quick, brother.
Showman.
Okay, number 2 on your list, dealing the names with Mr. V here, episode 33. Thanks for joining us tonight. Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder.
Nutbag, but in a good way.
Number 3 on the list, Polish power Paul Kwazonski, also known as Archie Bunker.
Oh my God, I love them. Because you know what? I'm a big Archie Bunker fan anyway. I have great memories watching it with the family. And I actually do, an Edith impression myself. And
all right, go ahead, quick. Do a quick Edith impression.
Really?
Edith Bunker.
All right, great.
Edith Bunker. Go ahead. Edith Bunker.
Oh, Archie, my! Don't say that. Kind of sounds like Marge Simpson, but it's kind of,
That's Edith Bunker that had a child. Named Simpson, by Bart Simpson. Number 4 on the list. Number 4 on the list with Mr. V here tonight. What a guest, what a show. It's part 2, episode 33. Mr. V is back with us. We're so glad to have him. He is going to give us his input on dealing the names on number 4, the late great Gorilla Monsoon, WWF star.
You know something? I love the guy, big man, loved his shows, and you know what? I also love the fact that he trained people locally. And I know a handful of people that went there and trained with him. Beautiful. So God bless them, right?
That's right. Gorilla Monsoon, one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
Number 5 on Dealing the Names is Ralphie May.
I love Ralphie May. He is freaking hilarious. Love the guy. Yes. Always amazing guy. Amazing guy.
Amazing.
Very funny.
Yeah, I heard he was a great guy outside. I wish I could have met him. Rest in peace, Ralphie May. Rest in peace, Gorilla Monsoon. Rest in peace, Charlie Chaplin. And these are some great names. We bring up dealing names. The guests have no idea what names we're going to bring up to them. It's just it's basically just very creative, and that's why this show is one like no other. It's Wrestle with Comedy every Tuesday night, every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Mr. V, where do you see yourself in 2027?
2027, pretty much doing the same thing, going to do stand-up shows wherever I can go, And one thing I want to add, too, I don't know if you know this or not, but Gorilla Monsoon was kind of local, and I was friends with one of his friends, right? Her name was Tsunami. See, Monsoon, Tsunami.
Oh, okay, there you
kind
go.
Of the same thing.
There's one of the dry jokes there by Mr. V. You only
Dad joke.
There you go. You only see this on Wrestle with Comedy. Part 2, Mr. V. Just what I thought. Another great episode with him. His episode part 1, episode 10, is up in over 325 views and going up. Just shows what kind of popularity that this man has on Wrestle with Comedy. Not easy to do. Those are unique views. They're not paid views. They're unique views. They only count once. If somebody replays the episode, it counts only once. That's 325 plus people have watched part 1 on Mr. V. This is part 2. Mr. V, finish this statement. We got to make it quick. We got a minute 30, brother. Finish this statement.
I can make it quick.
I really love Wrestling with Comedy podcast because you know what? You're keeping it real and you're keeping it raw. And you know what? One thing I appreciate, you're very, very well researched when you're talking to your guests. It's impressive. I've been impressed each and every time. You know what I mean? All the homework that you do for your guests, you know something? It's a privilege to be on here, and I want to say thank you. Well, thank you.
Because you know what? You do a lot of hard work.
Well, thank you, Doug. All the respect for you as a fellow martial artist and a stand-up comedian and a good friend of mine. It was Mr. V here. It was episode 33. It was part 2. Thank you all for joining us. And until next time, folks, keep it real at all costs. Good night, everybody.